Colorado High School Activities Association baseball is on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. This morning from Eddie Underwood Field at Legion Park, it is a league matchup between the Frederick Golden Eagles and your Fort Morgan Mustangs. Good morning, everyone. Brian Nickel here, taking in the beautiful day as baseball gets started here momentarily. Pitching for the Fort Morgan Mustangs today is going to be freshman Jaden Carrera. And his ERA is 10.5. So as they get warmed up here, beautiful day here at Legion Field, 56 degrees. Game time, it will be the leadoff hitter for Frederick, Jackson Flynn, left fielder. He'll be followed by catcher Cruz Zamudio, first baseman Tanner Rosati, pitcher Sam Fisher, third baseman Joseph Villani, shortstop Riley Faulkner, right fielder Devin Zadell, center fielder Tegan Bowen, and second baseman Alex Clapp. And defensively, we'll get to that in just a minute. The first pitch is brought to you by Buildings by Design. First impressions are important. Buildings by Design will make your vision a reality. Visit buildsbydesign.com. So Jaden Carrera looks in to get his sign from Tyler Baker. And the first pitch of the game is going to be outside, ball one. So the Mustangs come in today. This will be their third league game. They were swept Thursday by Skyline. And pitch number 2 is a swing and a miss. Up in the zone a little bit, but Flynn thought he was going to make some contact and did not. So 1 ball and 1 strike to the leadoff hitter, left fielder Jackson Flynn. And the pitch, and that's going to be high and outside for ball 2. Mustangs come in 0-2 in league play. And the pitch is going to be hit out into center field. For a base hit, just had it hit between the shortstop and the first base, or the second baseman. So that will now bring up Cruz Zamudio. Bats in from the right side. Jackson Flynn did bat in from the left side. As Carrera checks his runner over at first, that pitch is going to be up and away for ball 1. Get some numbers here on the Frederick Golden Eagles. If we can get stuff to come up here, and it will. So Carrera checks his runner over at first. And the pitch, he started and then put the brakes on, did Flynn, and that pitch missed low and away. So 2 balls and no strikes. As Jaden Carrera checks his runner, he's going to throw over, but back safely is Flynn. Flynn about a 2-step lead. Carrera with the pitch, and that is going to be low and away. And that will be ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes to the second batter in the lineup, Cruz Zamudio. And that pitch is right down the middle. First strike 1 from Jaden Carrera. 3 balls, 1 strike. They got him picked off. Let's see if they can get him. He needs to throw it. Got to throw it. Too late. It was too late a throw from the first baseman, Jason Diaz. And then they said he had taken his hand off out there. I don't think they can see it from here, though. But Jason Diaz held onto the ball way too long. And then he slid into second base. He looks like he might have hurt himself. Now the second base umpire is going to come in and talk to the home plate umpire, but I don't think you can see it from here because Flynn was in between. Oh, they're going to call him out. Caught stealing. So apparently he did pull his hand off of the base. So Jackson Flynn is going to be out caught stealing. So that one out now in the top of the first. Cruz Zamudio at 3-1. And that pitch is going to be, catches the inside part of the plate for strike 2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch is going to be popped up out into shallow right field. Chase Redding comes down with it for out number 2.
Number 7, Tanner Croissant.
So popped up fairly high. I think it's to be a fairly easy sky today for the players. So 2 outs and nobody on. It will be Tanner Rosati. At the plate for Frederick. And the pitch. And that's going to be grounded to the third baseman. Comes up with a long throw, but it's going to be short. So Noah Aguirre will give them a single. That was hit deep into the hole. So runner back on first base, and that is Tanner Rosati. That brings up Sam Fisher. Bats in from the right side. So Carrera checks his runner over at first. Gets his sign and the pitch, and that catches the outside part of the plate knee high for strike 1. See if we can get some numbers here on these batters. As Carrera checks his runner, gets his sign from Baker and the pitch, and that's going to be popped up out into right field. Chase Reddy comes in and gets the catch. So 3 up, 3 down here in the top of the first. The Mustangs coming to bat. No score here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Brian Nickel back here at Eddie Edward Field at Legion Park as the Mustangs put away Frederick in the top of the first. Did get a runner on, and then he was caught stealing out at second. And then they did get another runner on, but then the fly ball to right field ended the top of the inning. So Sam Fisher is the pitcher for Frederick, and he has an 8.1. No, excuse me, that is his innings pitched. Let's see here. Sam Fisher's a 6.72 ERA for Frederick. Starting lineup for your Fort Morgan Mustangs today is going to be leadoff hitter, Charlie Langford playing short. Trey Romero batting second is the DH. Batting third, David Keller, center fielder. Jason Diaz, the first baseman, is batting fourth. Noah Aguirre, third baseman, is batting fifth. And we will get to that lineup, and that ball is going to be popped up from Langford, and it is going to be taken by the shortstop. So 1 pitch, 1 out. As Charlie Langford pops out to the shortstop. So that will now bring up Trey Romero. And the Mustang starting lineup is brought to you by B&B Appliance. With over 30 years of experience, B&B Appliance can help match the appliances to your needs. And that ball is hit foul down the third base line. Stop by at 502 Ensign Street in Fort Morgan. So the Mustangs are swinging away here at Sam Fisher. And the pitch, and that is a swing and a miss by Trey Romero. Like it was low out of the zone, but Trey was after it. Fisher with the pitch, and check swing for ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the DH, Trey Romero. And that pitch is going to be low and away for ball 2. And the pitch, and that spikes into the ground just in front of the catcher for ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So after falling behind 2 strikes, Trey Romero has fought back. It says only 2 balls. I have 3. That should be a walk. And that will be ball 4 to Trey Romero. So that will bring up David Keller. So David Keller on the season is batting at .360. As he bats in from the right side, runner over at first is Romero, and the pitch, and that ball is going to be fouled straight back into the fence. On deck is Jason Diaz. As Keller steps out, now back in. And Fisher checks Romero at first, and the pitch is going to be up in the zone for ball 2. 2 balls, or a ball and a strike, excuse me. Trey Romero at first after the walk. Fisher with the pitch, and said he went around. He did try to hold up, but he did go around. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to the number 3 batter in the lineup, David Keller. And the pitch, and that is going to be in there on the outside corner for strike 3. So that's the second out of the inning. That will bring up Jason Diaz, first baseman. Nora Aguirre will bat 5th. Chase Redding will bat 6th. Joseph Layden will bat 7th. Jaden Carrera 8th. And Tyler Baker 9th. And the pitch, and that is going to be low and away for ball 1. Yes, Diaz gets his sign from Coach Langford down at third base. Romero with his lead, and that pitch is in there. Fastball on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. No score here in the bottom of the first. Frederick went 1, 2, 3 in the top. And the pitch. And that is on the outside part of the plate once again. Mustangs are not going after that pitch, thinking it's outside, but it has been called a strike here the last 3 times. And the pitch. And that hits Diaz. So now runners at first and second. And now Noah Aguirre up to the plate. He is batting just at .211. So we'll see what kind of leads the runners get as Fisher checks his runners. And the pitch, that's going to be way outside for ball 1. Fisher with the sign and the pitch, and that is going to be fouled out of play down the right field line. So now 1 ball and 1 strike to the number 5 hitter, Noah Aguirre. Third baseman today for the Mustangs. And the pitch, and that is going to be low and away. 2 balls and 1 strike. Mustangs looking for their first league win of the year here today. And the pitch, and that is going to be fouled once again off the right side. But a beautiful day here at Fort Morgan. A few fluffy clouds, high clouds, no wind, about 60 degrees. And the pitch, and that is going to be called strike 3. So the Mustangs get 2 on, do not score. We go to the top of inning number 2 after this message on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Brian Nickelback here at Legion Field in Fort Morgan as the Frederick Golden Eagles will come up here in the top of inning number 2. And it will be Joseph Villani in the 5th position that will lead off, and then Riley Faulkner, and then Devin Zadell. Villani on the year is batting .077. He bats in from the right side, number 16 on his back, with Jaden Carrera at just 12 pitches in that first inning. So good job by Carrera. In the pitch, and that is an off speed, and Joseph Villani wanted to take that one out of the park and came up empty. It's a good way for Carrera to start it off, get ahead, no balls and 1 strike. In the pitch, that fastball is in the dirt. So 1 ball, 1 strike to the leadoff batter, Joseph Villani, playing third base for Frederick today. No score here in the top of the 2nd, and the pitch, and that is in there for strike 2, excuse me. This home plate umpire likes that outside part of the plate. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Carrera gets his sign, and the pitch, and that is going to be outside, ball 2, 2 balls, 2 strikes. As Carrera steps back onto the rubber. And the pitch, and that is a swing and a miss. Nice job there by Jaden Carrera.
Number 9, Riley Faulkner.
Jaden Carrera is only a freshman, so nice job here by the freshman this morning here on the hill. That will bring up now Riley Faulkner, junior, second base junior for Frederick. And the pitch, and that is going to be upstairs for ball 1. As the crowd starts to fill in here at Eddie Underwood Field. A few people here from Frederick also taking in the game. And the pitch, fastball is going to be outside. Carrera falls behind, 2 balls, no strikes, with 1 out here in the top of the 2nd inning. No score. And the pitch, and that curveball, beautiful curveball, right in there for a strike that came right down across the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch, and that is going to be popped up into shallow center field as David Keller comes down with it. So nice job there by David Keller to
Number 17, Devon Zadell.
come down with that for out number 2 here in the top of the 2nd inning. This will now be Devin Zadell. He is batting .133 on the year. So nobody on, 2 outs. Pitch is going to be hit down the third baseline, and it is going to be a foul ball. Had to wait there a minute. They didn't really give a sign here. Kind of tough to tell from my vantage point here, but Carrera gets ahead. No balls, 1 strike. 2 outs, gets his sign, and the pitch. And that ball is going to be popped up, looks like to the second baseman. And it will be. That is Joseph Layden with the out. So 3 up, 3 down here in the top of the second inning. We go to the bottom of inning number 2 when we come back after this on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Bottom of inning number 2 here at Legion Field, as it will be Chase Redding to lead off. Joseph Layden on deck, Jaden Carrera in the hole. No score here as we play in the bottom of inning number 2, and that ball is spiked just in front of the plate for ball 1. See what that ball is in there for a strike. There you are. Home plate umpire is consistent with that location of that pitch. Fisher with the pitch, and that ball is going to be fouled out of play to the right. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to senior Chase Redding, playing right field today. He is batting at .267 on the year. And the pitch, and that fastball is too far outside. Evens up the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. To right fielder Chase Redding. And the pitch, that fastball is in there for strike 3. As Redding takes it looking. And that's where they've been at. They've been, to me it looks like it may be the outer part of the plate, but he has been very consistent with the call. Second baseman Joseph Layden. And the pitch from Fisher is going to be a swing and a miss. So Joseph Layden on the air is batting at 125. And that pitch is in there for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes with a 1 out here in the bottom of inning number 2. And the pitch, and that ball is going to be low. So the catcher Cruz Zamudio picks that out of the dirt. And the pitch is going to be a strike 3 swinging by Joseph Layden. Went after that curveball and came up empty, so now it will be Jaden Carrera. Carrera on the air batting at 182. And the pitch going to be too far outside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. As Fisher with the sign and the pitch. And that is going to catch the lower part of the zone for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. To freshman Jaden Carrera. And the pitch. And that was a defensive type of swing, but fouled down the first base line. So Carrera behind in the count now. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the pitch. And that is low and outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. On deck is catcher Tyler Baker. And the pitch. And that curveball stayed high. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Let's see if he goes back to that pitch on the outside part of the plate. So Fisher with the pitch. And that's going to be hit right back to Fisher as he grabs it, tosses it over to Tanner Rosati at first. So the Mustangs go quietly here in the bottom of inning number 2. We will go to the top of the 3rd inning when we come back here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Top of inning number 3 here at Eddie Underwood Field in Fort Morgan as the Mustangs continue their warm-ups. It will be Tegan Bowen, the center fielder, batting in the 8th position, that will lead off for Frederick, followed by Alex Clapp, the second baseman. Then back to the top of the lineup, Jackson Flynn.
Now back for the Blue Eagles, number 2, Tegan Bowen.
So Tegan Bowen bats in from the right side. As Jaden Carrera with a pitch, and that curveball falls right in there for strike one. So far it is at 24 total pitches starting into the third inning, so good job here by Jaden Carrera. 16 strikes and 8 balls, and that is a swing and a miss by Tegan Bowen. As Carrera gets his sign and the pitch, and that is going to be a little bit too far outside. That's about where it was on the other one, but I think that was a little bit farther out. One ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch, and that is going to be a swing and a miss by Tegan Bowen for strike 3.
Now batting for the Golden Eagles, number 8, Alex Clapp.
So Alex Clapp bats in from the left side. As Carrera steps off the rubber for a minute. We'll get you some numbers here after this pitch, and that is going to be in there. Hit out to second base, a slow roller, throw over to first. And they said he was pulled off of the bag. We'll see if they want to. We're going to see if they want to. They're going to discuss it here. So the home plate umpire may have had a better look at it, but Josh Langford's going to go out and talk to that first base umpire. Other than that, if he stays on, that will be a error on Joseph Layden. Oh, yeah, they're going to come in and talk to the home plate umpire. And Josh Langford's going to go over and talk to Jason Diaz. Jason thought he had his foot on the bag. He had to stretch. Joseph Layden threw it on the right field side of the bag, and Layden had to lay out. Yep, they're going to call him safe. No, well, what? I thought they just said he was. I thought they just said he was safe. Now apparently he is out. So out at first base, on the ground out. So 4-3 with 2 outs. I thought that when he walked away from there, he said he was safe. But anyway, on to the pitch, and that is in there for a strike. Nice curveball from Jaden Carrera. So now 2 outs with nobody on here in the top of the third, no score. Game moving right along here at Fort Morgan. And the pitch, and that is a swing and a miss. I think it was foul tipped. So Carrera ahead in the count, no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the third. 21 strikes, 9 balls by Carrera. And the pitch, and that is going to be too far outside. So now 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases are empty. To the leadoff batter, Jackson Flynn, back to the top of the lineup. And the pitch, and that is going to be hit down the right field line. It is going to be fair as Chase Redding comes up with it. Gets it in to Joseph Layden, but that will be a double by Jackson Flynn down the right field line. So now a runner in scoring position for Frederick, as they just walked Zamudio. So now runners at first and second, and it will now be Tanner Rosati, as they will set up the force anywhere except home plate. Rosati had a single his first time up out into left field, and that ball is going to be blowing away. 1 ball, no strikes. Runners at first and second for Frederick with 2 outs. See if Carrera can make the pitch here, and that is going to be outside. for ball 2. Carrera back on the rubber as he checks the sign from Tyler Baker. Looks back in the pitch, and that ball is going to be flared out into right field. And let's see if he can get under, and it will be an out by Chase Redding. So nothing hurt here. Redding comes down with the pop-up to right field to in the top of the third. We will go to the bottom of inning number 3, scoreless, here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Scoreless game going on here at Legion Field, Eddie Underwood Field at Legion Park, and it will be the bottom of the lineup. Tyler Baker, number 9 hitter, will be up first, and he will be followed by Charlie Langford and then Trey Romero. So far, nobody has gotten anybody past second base. And it will be senior Tyler Baker. And he is batting at 143. And the pitch from Fisher is in there for a strike. Fastball down the middle as Baker takes. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch, and that is going to be up and away for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Checks with the first base umpire, and he says no swing. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fisher with the pitch, and that is in the dirt. 4 ball 2, 2 balls, 1 strike. To senior Tyler Baker, and he squares to bunt and then pulls it back, and it is a ball. 3 balls, 1 strike. Sam Fisher at 39 total pitches. And the pitch, and that is going to be nubbed foul down the first baseline about 20 feet. So the count remains 3 balls, 2 strikes. To catcher Tyler Baker. Charlie Langford on deck. Sam Fisher with the pitch, and that is going to be fouled back to the fence. So Tyler Baker stays alive here as he's still ahead in the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. In the pitch, and that curve ball did not curve. And that is going to be ball 4, so that will get a runner on for Charlie Langford. Shortstop for the Mustangs.
Number 15, Charlie Langford.
So he is batting at 526. As he steps out to get the sign from head coach Josh Langford, as does Tyler Baker down at first. So Sam Fisher, and that pitcher going to throw back to first. He's going to be, caught him out. Tyler Baker too far off the bag. And it was a strike. And Tyler Baker is going to be caught. Over at first, so now 1 out and nobody on, and that ball is going to be low and away outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. But Tyler Baker tried to get back to first and kind of stumbled, and he ended up short of the bag. So 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch, and they're going to call that a strike. He's going to call that a strike all day. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on. Tyler Baker erased at first on the pickoff. And the pitch, and that curved ball stayed high for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. On a beautiful day here in Fort Morgan. And the pitch, and that is going to be a swing and a miss. That was a foul ball. So 2 balls, 2 strikes as Langford stayed alive with the foul tip. As he awaits the pitch from Fisher, and that ball is going to be a swing and a miss. Yes, he is tagged out on his way to first. So the Mustang offense, as well as the Frederick offense, are being stifled here to start off this game. 40 minutes into the game, it will be Trey Romero as he bats in from the left side. That ball is going to be low and in the dirt. Trey Romero walked his first time up. Fisher with the pitch. Net fastball right down the middle, but that's going to be fouled off and out of play down the third base line. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the bottom of inning number 3. And the pitch, and that ball is going to be looped into left field. Nice job there by Trey Romero. Now the Mustangs with another runner on. And it will be now David Keller. Keller batting at .360. As he bats in from the right side. Trey Romero with the lead over at first. And that is going to be in there for a strike. The Mustangs early on were aggressive on the first pitch. Now they're not as much. In the pitch, and that ball is going to be hit out to the shortstop. He flips it to the second baseman for out number 3. So the Mustangs get 2 on, but do not score. So we will go to the top of inning number 4 here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Top of inning number 4, we have no score. It will be now Sam Fisher to lead off for the Golden Eagles of Frederick. He had a fly out to Chase Redding his first time up. So Jaden Carrera, 39 total pitches as we start inning number 4. So an average of, well, not even that. If it was through the 4th, it would be 10 an inning. But and the pitch, and that is a swing and a miss by the big right-hander, Sam Fisher. No balls, 1 strike to the cleanup hitter as he awaits the pitch from Jaden Carrera. Finally gets his sign that he likes from Tyler Baker. And the pitch, and that is a ball. I thought maybe it would be a strike, but it was off of Baker and off to the right. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Now Tyler Baker's going to go out to Jaden Carrera, get some, maybe they're going to get some signs straightened out. Morgan Community College, start your associate degree, continue your education, or get a specialized certificate. Visit morgancc.edu for more. It's Tyler Baker now back behind the plate. And Jaden Carrera with the pitch, and apparently was low. 4 ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Let's see if Carrera can get strike number 2 here, and that is going to be ball 3 up and in. So 3 balls, 1 strike to the cleanup hitter, Sam Fisher. Carrera with a pitch, and that is going to be inside for the walk. So Frederick with a runner on here in inning number 4, and that will bring up Joseph Villani, the third baseman. He struck out his first time up. I'm sure the Mustangs would not mind a strikeout. Or if we can get a double play. As Noah Aguirre plays in on the grass at third base. He's going to throw over. They got him. He did not get back. as Jaden Carrera with a great move over to first, and Jason Diaz with the tag. So now each team with a runner picked off at first, so the base is clear here now with one out. And that pitch is going to be outside as he starts him off with a ball. One ball, no strikes, and now one out on the pickoff. Here in the fourth inning, and that pitch is going to be popped up as Tyler Baker gets under it, and comes down with it. Nice job there by Tyler Baker as he settled in under that. Pop up for out number 2, and that will now bring up Riley Faulkner. He flied out to David Keller his first time up. So Carrera with the pitch, and that is going to be low and away for ball 1. State Farm Insurance, like a good neighbor, Greg Mullen and his team are there to make the insurance world easy for you. Call them today at 842-4555. And the pitch from Carrera is going to be chopped foul. Nice play there by the third base coach from Frederick. Evens the count up now at 1 ball and 1 strike. As Carrera kicks and deals, and then is going to be fouled once again down the third base line. Bounces off the front of the Fort Morgan dugout. As Riley Faulkner gets his sign from the third base coach, which is hit away, buddy. In the pitch, and that is going to be flied out to right field, out to Chase Redding, as he camps under it for out number 3. So Frederick gets 1 on and then picked off. So the Mustangs will come up to bat now in the bottom of inning number 4 as we are scoreless as we go to our break on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Jason Diaz to lead it off here in the bottom of inning number 4 as the umpire, home plate umpire, gets his mask situated. Diaz was hit by a pitch his first time up, and that is going to be flied out to right field. Devon Zadell comes down with it. 1 pitch, 1 out for the Mustangs here in the bottom of the 4th. So that will now bring up Noah Aguirre, the third baseman, batting in the 5th position. He struck out his first time up. Sam Fisher now at 54 total pitches. And the pitch, and that curveball in there for a strike. Nice looking pitch there by Sam Fisher. Fisher gets ahead in the count, and that ball is going to be up and away. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. As Noah Aguirre evens up the count, and that ball is going to be fouled down the right baseline for strike number 2. So Noah Aguirre waits, and that ball is high. A nice stop there by Cruz Zamudio to come up well out of his stance to snag that pitch. Noah Aguirre, just a sophomore. And the pitch, and that is going to be a foul ball. Fouled back to the screen, so he stays alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes with a 1 out. In the pitch, and he reaches for that, but that's going to go fouling out of play down the right field side. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. No score here in the bottom of 4. As we are 51 minutes into this game and already in the bottom of the 4th. And the pitch, and that is going to be too far outside for ball 3. Let's see if Noah Aguirre gets a pitch that he likes, and that is going to be hit out to the shortstop. Nice hop and over to first for the out. So nice job there by Riley Faulkner
Number 2, Chase Redding.
on the ground out. So it'll be 6-3 on the put out. So now 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th, and that will now bring up Chase Redding. He struck out his first time up. As he bats in the number 6 position. Fisher with a pitch, and that's going to be up and away. Ball 1. So Fisher is at 63 total pitches, 26 balls, 37 strikes. And the pitch, and that is in there for a strike, where it has been called a strike from batter 1. And the pitch, and that is a swing and a miss to Chase Redding. As he falls behind now in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs. As he steps back in, Sam Fisher with a pitch, and that ball is going to be popped up. Let's see, it's going to be in the right, if they're going to come down with it, and it will be caught in short left field by Jackson Flynn. So the Mustangs go quietly here in the bottom of inning number 4 with no score as we go to the top of inning number 5 here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Scoreless here in the top of inning number 5 as Chase Redding had come back in for just a minute. Now he's headed back out to his position in right field. And it will be Devon Zadell. He had a little fly out to second baseman Joseph Layden. His first time up, so he steps in from the right side. And it will be the pitch, and that is a swing and a miss by Zadell. Nice pitch there by freshman Jaden Carreras. He looks in to get his sign from Tyler Baker. And the pitch, and that is going to be outside in the dirt for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike, and the pitch, and that is going to be low for ball 2. Two balls and a strike, and that ball is going to be just flared out into left field for a hit for Devon Zadell. A little single out there, so now it will bring up Tegan Bowen. He struck out his first time up. He bats in from the right side. So we'll see if there's any movement from Zadell. He looks like a fairly bigger kid, so he may not be on the move. But nobody out here in the 5th inning. It's going to be a bunt. Nice bunt there as Tyler Baker gets it, throws it to first. And the sack bunt works beautifully for Frederick.
Now batting for the Golden Eagles, number 8, Alex Clapp.
So now runner in scoring position as it will be the number 9 hitter, Alex Clapp. He grounded out to Joseph Layden his first time up. But 1 out now for Frederick, and they have a runner in scoring position. As Carrera with a pitch, and that ball is going to be lined. Nice tag there. Excellent job down the first baseline by Jason Diaz. That was a smoke line drive, and he stuck his glove out to the left and picked it off. And Zadell back safely. What a nice job out there by Jason Diaz. So 2 outs now. See if the Mustangs can get this 3rd out. It's going to be inside for ball 1. Nice stop there by Tyler Baker. scooted off to his right and stopped that ball from getting by. Up now is the top of the lineup once again, Jackson Flynn. He has hit 2 singles. So if anybody can put him on the board, it may be him, where he has 2 singles in the game. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs, a runner at second. And the pitch. And that misses low, apparently, for 2 balls and no strikes. And Jaden Carrera looks in for his sign from Baker. Looks back at second. And the pitch. And that is a swing and a miss. As he was trying to get Zadell in from second. So 2 balls and a strike, 2 outs. No score, but a runner on at second base, but with 2 outs. As Carrera checks, and this pitch is going to be in the dirt for ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. So we'll see if he comes in with something or makes Flynn go fishing a little bit, but you don't want to get anybody else on, because that'll bring up Cruz Zamudio. If Flynn gets on, that is going to be outside for ball 4. So now 2 on for Frederick. Now Cruz Zamudio as they're going to take a minute or a couple of seconds here and clean off home plate. As Cruz Zamudio flied out and then was intentionally walked. So we'll see what happens here as Carrera looks back at second, and that pitch is in there for a strike. Nice job to get ahead of Zamudio. As he looks in, checks his runners on the bases. Jaden Carrera, and that is a swing and a miss on that curveball. Nice job there, off-speed pitch by Carrera. So now ahead in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. But I see why they're wanting to. They pitched around him the first time. He's batting at 625. So see if they go with another curveball, make him go fishing. And that fastball is going to be outside. They tried to see if they could get him to go for the heater outside, but it was too far out. So now 1 ball, 2 strikes. See if he goes back with the curveball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on for Frederick here in the top of the 5th. And the pitch, and that's going to be low and outside. That was like a heater, but just low and away. So now 2 balls, 2 strikes. Need to get him here on this pitch. You don't want to go 3-2 and then have to come in with a ball that he might be able to handle. As Mudio awaits, and the pitch, and that ball is going to be hit deep out into center field, and that will take care of the scoreless game here as Cruz Zamudio just went deep to center field for a 3-run home run here in the top of inning number 5. So Zamudio breaks the tie as Jaden Carrera came in with a pitch that was too good. And Zamudio hits it out. So that'll bring up Tanner Rosati, the first baseman, with 2 outs. So the Mustangs will have some work to do on the offense. And that pitch hits just in front of the plate. So Zamudio singled his first time up and then flied out on his second bat. This will be his third time up. And the pitch, and that is going to be hit down to the third baseman, Noah Aguirre. And not a good throw. That's going to be a error on Aguirre as he throws it over the head of Jason Diaz. And that will put Tanner Rosati
Sam Fisher.
out at second base. As he will get to second. On the error by Noah Aguirre. That is error number 1 here for the Mustangs, but that will put a runner in scoring position here in the top of the 5th. As it will be Sam Fisher. Flied out and walked his first time up. First 2 times up. That pitch in there once again for the strike. So a consistent strike call by that home plate umpire. And as Jaden Carrera gets ahead in the count, no balls, 1 strike. Tanner Rosati out at second base. And the pitch, and that curveball in there. Beautiful pitch there by Jaden Carrera. But Zamudio unties the game, I guess is the way you would put it. Puts the Frederick Golden Eagles in the lead, and that pitch is going to be outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. As Zamudio goes deep on a 3-run home run. Been a pretty well played game other than that 1 pitch. As he looks back at second, and the pitch, and that curveball stays high. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the pitcher Sam Fisher batting in the cleanup position. But Zamudio cleaned it up from position number 3 just a minute ago. And the pitch, and that is going to be in the dirt. 4 ball, 3 balls, 2 strikes. And Jaden Carrera sits at 73 pitches. And one of those was a big mistake to Zamudio. And the pitch. And that is a swing and a miss for strike 3. And that will be out number 3 here in the top of the 5th inning. But Cruz Zamudio goes deep on a 3-run home run to put Frederick up 3-0, as we will now go to the bottom of inning number 5 on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Yeah. That might make this a quicker game now that since I guess Fort Morgan could do the same thing, but maybe. That was the first home run for Frederick this year. So yep, we'll see if Fort Morgan learned anything from that. Yeah, they had a good view of it. Anyway. Well, the Mustangs have some work to do here now at the ballpark as Cruz Zamudio puts Frederick up by a count of 3-0 on a 3-run home run to center field. So Joseph Layden will lead off for the Fort Morgan Mustangs. He will be followed by Jaden Carrera and Tyler Baker. And Sam Fisher with first pitch, throws it by Layden for strike 1. Mustangs are going to chip away here now. They have 3 innings to do so, the 5th, 6th, and the 7th. That pitch also in there for a strike as Layden gets behind in the count 0-2. And that fastball is going to be hit right to the second baseman. Bobbled for a minute, throw over, and in time to Tanner Rosati for out number 1. So 4-3 on the putout. Alex Clapp to Rosati. And it is still Jaden Carrera coming in to bat. And that is a swing and a miss by Carrera. And the pitch, and that is in there. Curveball falls in there for a strike. So Jaden Carrera falls behind 0-2. And that ball is going to be nubbed out to the pitcher, Sam Fisher. And he tosses it over to Tanner Rosati for the out number 2. So 1-3 on the putout. And now Tyler Baker. Up at the plate. He walked his first time up, and that is going to be low for ball 1. Chase Romero is playing center field today. He is just not batting. And that is going to be a line drive for out number 3 to the second baseman. So 3 up, 3 down for the Mustangs. We will go to the top of inning number 6 with the Golden Eagles leading 3-0 here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Brian Nickelback here at Eddie Underwood Field at Legion Park as the Frederick, I was going to say Warriors, but that is not them anymore. They are now the Golden Eagles. And it will now be Joseph Villani, Riley Faulkner, and Devon Zadell. Villani struck out and flied out, so he is 0 for 2. As it is still Jaden Carrera on the bump for the Mustangs. As they are trailing 3-0, and that ball is going to be popped up. Looks like Noah Aguirre. Oh, no, it's going to be Charlie Langford.
Now batting for the Golden Eagles, number 9, Riley.
Comes down with that little pop up there just on the edge of the infield grass. Now Riley Faulkner. Up at the plate. He is 0 for 2, a fly out. And a flyout. And the pitch. And it is low for ball 1. So 76 total pitches by Jaden Carrera as we play here in inning number 6. He has done a good job here today, except for that one pitch, and that was in. And nice job there by Faulkner to get out of the way. Left about shoulder height. He is ahead in the count now. 2 balls and no strikes. Jaden Carrera with a pitch. And that is going to be low and outside for ball 3. I'm not sure who is available to come in to pitch. They used up a number of pitchers on Thursday in the 2 losses to Skyline on Thursday. That pitch is right down the middle for strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike. To Riley Faulkner. And the pitch. And that is in there once again. That pitch, to me, looks like it may be on the outside part of the plate, but it has been called consistently by this home plate umpire. So kudos to him for that. Nobody seems to want to swing at that pitch. And the pitch, and that is going to be fouled down the right field line and out of play. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Golden Eagles lead at 3-0 on a Cruz Zamudio, a 3-run home run in the top of the 5th inning. And the pitch, and that is going to be flared out to center field. And coming down with it is going to be, I have David Keller out there. I didn't think that was Keller. That is Keller out there. Okay, and anyway, that is a fly out to center field. And the pitch, and that is going to be hit right back to Carrera. Lob over, almost threw it away. Did throw it away. Oh my gosh, that came from Carrera. It was just going to be a little lob, and he throws it over the head of Jason Diaz. So the runner ends up out at second base. So second error of the day for the Mustangs. With 2 outs here in the top of the 6th with a runner out at second, Devon Zadell. It is now Tegan Bowen. He struck out and had a sac bunt in his sac bunt last time he was up, and that is going to be in there for a strike. As Carrera gets ahead. No balls and 1 strike. Checks the runner out at second base, and the pitch, and that is going to be low for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. A nice crowd filled in here today at Legion Field. Beautiful day here. Must be mid-60s anyway. It's supposed to be a high of 72 today. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch, and that is going to be way outside for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. To the number 8 hitter in the lineup, Tegan Bowen, playing center field for Frederick. It's Jaden Carrera with a pitch, and that is going to be in there for a strike. Evens up the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Let's see if Carrera can get out of this now with 2 outs. As he looks back at second, gets his sign from Baker. And the pitch, and that is going to be nubbed, and it's going to stay fair. We just went foul, I believe. And they called him out. I thought it was a foul ball. Boy. Okay, well, they're going to call him out, so we will go to the bottom of inning number 6 with the Mustangs down 3-0 here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Yeah, I thought the home plate umpire called that a foul ball, and they threw it back to over to first, and the infield guy said it was an out, and they said, okay. Works for me. I don't know why he didn't overrule him, because the home plate umpire pointed out on a foul ball, but they must have someplace to go. Maybe they're going fishing or something today. I don't know. Not that I'm a fisherman, so I don't know. So I don't have patience to fish. If I don't get a bite within like 10 or 15 minutes, I'm done. Yeah, other than that, it was okay, though, huh? No. Okay. Mustangs need to make some noise here in the top or the bottom of the 6th inning as they are trailing at 3-0. It will be led off by Charlie Langford, and that ball is going to be outside for ball 1. Langford has flied out and struck out his last time up. Sam Fisher still on the hill for Frederick And the pitch, and that curveball stayed high for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. As he gets his sign, and the pitch, and that's going to be high for ball 3. So we know Langford is going to be taking here. Make him throw that pitch, make him throw that strike to him. And that is right there for strike 1. 3 balls and a strike. We'll see if he is taken again or if he's going to go after a pitch that he likes if it's there. And that is going to be a swing and a miss on that fastball from Sam Fisher. So Fisher fights back here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and that is going to be upstairs. So Langford gets on with the walk. And that will bring up Trey Romero.
Now batting, sophomore, number 21, Trey Romero.
Trey Romero is in the number 2 spot today, and he is DHing for Chase Romero is hitting. Trey Romero is hitting for Chase Romero. Excuse me. So runner on at first, and that ball is going to be fouled down the first baseline. To nothing Frederick as we play here in bottom of inning number 6, and that is going to be a swing and a miss. By Trey Romero. Going to throw back over to first, but back in safely is Langford. On deck is going to be David Keller. Fisher checks his runners and the pitch, and that's going to be upstairs for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fisher now at 83 total pitches. Carrera, after the top of this last inning, was at 88 pitches. So Sam Fisher checking Langford and the pitch, and that's going to be nubbed foul down the third baseline. Count remains at 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch, and did he go? Did not go. So that will be ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Trey Romero. Fisher with the pitch, and that ball is going to be fouled out of play over the fence and off to the left. Mustangs with 1 on. Charlie Langford with the walk here to start off the inning. It's Chase Romero. How about Sam Fisher out on the hill for Frederick in the pitch, and that is a swing and a miss that would have been ball 3, but Trey Romero goes after a pitch way out of the zone. As Langford hangs on at first, now with 1 out. With David Keller, he is struck out and grounded out here so far this afternoon, and the pitch, and that's going to be fouled back to the fence for strike 1. Sam Fisher checks Langford over at first, and the pitch, and did not go. Oh, nice job. It's going to be a delayed steal. Nice job by Charlie Langford. It was a ball, and then Langford with the steal. So the Mustangs now with a runner in scoring position with only 1 out. See if Keller can make some noise here and get him in. is in there for a strike. So Keller behind in the count now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fisher checks Langford out at second. And the pitch. And swing and a miss. Late on that fastball is David Keller. So now 2 outs. Runner at second. And it is Jason Diaz. As he is 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch and then a fly out. And that's going to be hit to the third baseman. Comes up with it over to first and in time for the out. Milani to Rosati. So the Mustangs do not score. They get one on, but do not score. We will go to the top of inning number 7 with the Frederick Golden Eagles up 3-0 here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. 3-0 here in the top of the 7th inning as the Golden Eagles lead it, and they will come up to bat. Looks like a new pitcher on the mound. If I can see who that is going to be, it might be Trey Romero. If I can get a number. I believe it is Trey Romero on the hill.
Now batting for the Golden Eagles.
So we'll get
Number
that.
8, Alex Clapp.
Taken care of here. Trey Romero on the hill. And we will see who is over at first. So you close the book on Mr. Carrera. Not sure who is over it. It's still Jason Diaz over at first, so we're good. And that pitch is going to be in the dirt for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. So a good job pitching here this afternoon by Jaden Carrera. He just gave up that one mistake, and that ball is going to be nubbed out to the shortstop. Langford throws, and in time to first base for the out. So ground out.
Now batting for the Golden Eagles. Number 11.
6-3, and now it will be Jackson Flynn. He is 2 for 2, a single and a double, then walked his last time up. Left-handed batter. As that ball is fouled out of play to the right. So Jaden Carrera on the day gave up 3 runs on 88 total pitches and 3 strikeouts on 5 hits. So 2 strikes now on Jackson Flynn, and that ball on the outside corner for strike 3.
Now batting for the Golden Eagles. Number 3, Cruz Zamudio.
So 2 outs now here, as it will be Cruz Zamudio with a 1 for 2 afternoon, but the one was a 3-run bomb to center field. And the pitch, and that is going to be in there for a strike. And the pitch, and that's going to be outside, way outside for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to Zamudio. Trey Romero on the hill here in the 7th inning. And that is a swing and a miss. Nice pitch there by Trey Romero. So he gets ahead in the count now. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. The Mustangs on the short end of their score here this afternoon, here in the 7th inning, as it is a little low for ball 1. 2 balls and 2 strikes, excuse me. And Romero with the pitch, and that is too far outside as Tyler Baker tried to frame that pitch, but it was too far out. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on here in top of inning number 7 in the pitch, and that's going to be a swing and a miss. as they will throw down to third, and they do get the out. So we will go to the bottom of inning number 7. The Mustangs have got to get 3 to continue the game here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Mustangs have got work to do here in the bottom of the 7th inning as they are down 3-0 here to the Frederick Golden Eagles. Yeah, it looks like it is still Noah Igiri coming up to bat, and he is 0 for 2, a strikeout and a ground out. Yep, it is Noah.
Now batting, sophomore, number 13, Noah Aguirre.
So we will see what they can do. They're going to be taking some pitches here. Got to get some runners on as Sam Fisher still on the hill, and that is in there for strike 1. Sam Fisher at 93 pitches. 110 is your limit. So we'll see if the Mustangs work him a little bit here, and they have to take him out and bring somebody in. But that is going to be a swing and a miss, so much for that strategy. So no balls, 2 strikes to the number 5 hitter, Noah Aguirre. And the pitch, and that is in there on that curveball for strike 3. As Aguirre watched it go by. Now it will be Chase Redding. He is 0 for 2, a fly out, a strikeout, and a fly out his last time up. So we'll see if he takes a couple of pitches as he steps into the right side. Fisher with a pitch, and that is going to be a swing and a miss for Chase Redding. And Josh Langford was holding up both hands like, is that really what we want to do here? But no balls and 1 strike, and that is going to be swing and a miss. That looked like that was up and out, but Chase Redding went after that one. So no balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. Mustangs on the back end of a 3-0 game here from Cruz Zamudio in the 5th inning. So no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, and the pitch, and that is going to be a half-hearted swing and strike 3. So 2 up, 2 down. As it will now be Joseph Layden. Layden is 0 for 2, a strikeout and a ground out. And the pitch, and that is in there for a strike. So we'll see if Joseph Layden can. And that pitch is low and inside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch low and away. 2 balls and a strike. With 2 outs here in the bottom of inning number 7. And the pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 2. Mustangs down to their final strike. I have 2 balls and 2 strikes. We're only showing 2 balls up on the board. And the pitch, and that is going to be a swing and a miss for out number 3 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. So the Mustangs fall here this afternoon to Frederick by a count of 3-0. We will take a 1-minute break and be back with the post-game show here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. The Mustangs post-game show is brought to you by Advanced Agri Solutions. Get a full plan of seed, food, and water for your field. Now is the time to begin your planning for next year's growing season. Call Dusty or Roxy at 970-571-2024. So game time, 1 hour and 36 minutes. A very quick game here. That comes from not much offense. The only offense was Frederick in the 5th inning. They got 2-1. Cruz Zamudio hit a 3-run home run to center field, and that's what the scoring was here this afternoon. The winning pitcher is Sam Fisher. The losing pitcher here this afternoon is going to be Jaden Carrera. So the Mustangs fall to 0-3 in league play. Not sure what Frederick is. I forgot to look that up. But the Mustangs will be on the field next at Frederick on Tuesday. That will be a 4 o'clock game here on Morgan County's B106, as John Beltran will have that game for you Tuesday at 4 against these same Frederick Golden Eagles. So for Christy Creighton this afternoon, this is Brian Nickel. Once again, the final score from Eddie Underwood Field is Frederick 3, your Fort Morgan Mustangs 0. All heard right here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.